Welcome everybody, how are we doing today? Welcome, it is the 5th of May 2026, it is week number 8 and we find ourselves in the deserts around Laguna Seca. The track is a lot cooler than what my track guide was earlier in the week, so I apologise for the braking points if they don't work out here. Just brake a little bit later than I tell you in this week's track guide, and I promise you, you'll be a little tiny bit faster. But let's get straight to the action of today's practice. Welcome in all, my name is JayCaulls. It's a pleasure to meet you all if you're here for the first time. I am somehow 4.4k driver. That should be going down as this season progresses because some of you are picking up the TCR far too quickly. How unprofessional. Let's get rid of that just there. Already got a few in the chat on the Twitch side. Billy and Diadems, good to see you as well. Me more on YouTube. Drew, good to see you too. I hope everyone's good. Everybody is well, and we are ready for. You know what? I could have my camera on for a little bit. Obviously, when the racing starts, the money maker will disappear. But for now, there we go, as if by magic. Right. So, Laguna Seca used to be base content, and because it's going to be primarily featured on the next IndyCar game, which is being made by iRacing Studios, it is no longer a base content track. But if you've already signed up to iRacing before they made the decision, then you'll still have the track in your inventory. If you're new to iRacing over the past 2 seasons, you won't have Laguna Seca yet, but a lot of series use Laguna Seca. It's worth buying. 100%. 100%. Right, I'm just very quickly getting a track up for Laguna, because no doubt some of you want to see a very quick sudden track guide at any given moment, and I have to be completely ready for it. This is a semi-professional broadcast. By that I mean I pretend to be professional. It never usually stays that way, especially with the clientele we get in both sets of chats, but we'll try our best. How does that sound? Right, we are live on both Twitch and YouTube. Both are /JayCaulls, so make sure you're following or subscribe to both. Scarum, how are we? I hope you're good, hope you're well. Thank you for the votes. What has it got to be iRacing? Where's the U racing? Us racing? Well, if you signed up, Andy, then it would be me watching you racing. Us racing, we can create a session so it's us racing, but for now it's them racing.
That's another new follower.
Right, so my pronunciation of names is absolutely poor, as you're going to see at certain points during today's broadcast. Don't let that put you off. Just see it as a challenge to try and get me to pronounce your names right before the end of today's stream. But lowercase, if it's not lowercase, correct me and I will continually get it wrong until I do eventually get it right. But let's get ourselves onto a car, and the first lucky victim for today is Damian Zakovic, or is it Zykovic? See what I mean? Poor, it's homeless sleeping in the bit. Wow. Selfish, that's what it is. I got pulled into TCRs over the last week. Lucas is fine. All because the SRG guys, fantastic. Well, the SRG guys will be on at your screens on the BSTV channel tomorrow. That's a search for Backfire Simsports TV on YouTube, and you'll find not just TCR but V8 leagues as well. So get following their YouTube, get joining their Discord too. Forgot to add Queen in front of my name. Queen Scarum of the Netherworld, of course. How forgetful of me. 2 seconds. Yeah, that's right. One freshly squeezed Bible verse for you. There we go. But welcome to the wonderful Laguna Seca. Yes, and as I was saying earlier, it's let me just quickly refresh all the I just refreshed the wrong chart there. Let me refresh all the liveries there as well. Look at all the kitty litter all over the track right now. It's nuts. So my guide this year, or this season, I want to apologise. I set the temperatures completely wrong. I tried something new and it didn't work. So 50-degree track, that's not the track just there. It looks like they took my breaking point on that guide. The track temperatures are completely wrong, so everybody should be beating my times this week on the track guide. Just saying, that's how it should be at the moment. Right, let's just make sure. Now he's learning. Wow. But welcome in, Lucas. Thank you so much for throwing the follow as well. We do have a YouTube as well. We have a Laguna Seca track guide. Use it as a basic guide to see what the braking point should be. I would probably say that you could brake a little bit later than what I have for most of the track guide because of the lower temperatures on today's track. The track at the moment is showing as about 30 odd degrees. I can actually get a quick weather report up whilst we're looking at it. If you're not hoping for rain, well, you're not going to get it here, are you? It's currently on track 36 degrees, so it is getting warmer, but not at the volcanic displays that we had a little bit earlier on. 129 on track guide, thought it was a little off. What's race pace looking like then? At the moment, the quickest, Daniel Pluckman from Kinetic, and they're also streaming as well at the moment, is a 128.864. That will get quicker. Got quite a few quick people on the track at the moment, but we're still waiting for a few more to jump in. I'm having a look. So we've got Carl Hardy on track at the moment, who is pretty quick. This is a fixed race to begin with, so you're going to see quite a bit of Audi domination, with it being quite a flat track as well. The only thing the Audis have to watch out for is pretty much sausage curbs. The sausage curbs are going to be the real killer here, especially with the corner coming up, as we're on board with Carl Hardy right now. That sausage curb there, if you crack onto it, you are done for in the Audi. I think even the Honda, which is a bit better on the curbs this season, is really going to end up really struggling there. So sausage curbs, yes. So on the curbs that you see, you're going to see these little 3D red bits on the apex. The apex being they're little red bits in the sim. They're horribly 3D to the point if someone hits them, it will raise the car up and make it jump. They're honestly called sausage curbs. Just cry, then there will be some rain. You know what, Scarum? You're not the first person to say that. But we're going to go for a quick track guide around Laguna Seca, legendary circuit in North America. As we go past turn number 1, keep yourself as tight as possible. So on the outside, but if you can brake quite early here as we approach the Andretti hairpin, you want to diamond it out, go slightly wide, then cut back in, and try not to go too much because it's very easy to go off track. Curling around, go just past the 2 board to go into 3. Don't touch the sausage curb there, it will lift you. You want to do the same thing here, but you can mount the sausage curb if you desire. There you go, just a little boop, just there. But get through that nicely. You want to get yourself to the right hand side as soon as possible, just past the 3 board, going in for turn number 5. You can take quite a late apex on that one and get on the throttle quite quick, which will help you in your battle up the hill. Turn number 6 is where a lot of people are going to end up stupidly going too wide on the first couple of laps and going even wider than that. Then onto one of the most famous corners in the whole of motorsport, the corkscrew. Get you ready to put your hands up and go whee! And there we go. Get nice and wide and for rainy curve. Turn number 9 to the right and then straight back to the left again. Turn number 10. You want to try not to hit that sausage curb too much, and that's what happens when you hit the sausage curbs. On to the final turn. Turn number 11. It's nice and flat here, so just use it to set yourself up for the long sprint towards the line. Look at all that sand all over the circuit there. But with that, Carl did go slightly off the track, so is still 7/10 off the pace, but gets himself into 4th place on this open practice session. You learned about sausage curbs today. Yes. Oh, not curves, curbs. Like same like sidewalks. Like we call them curbs. Obviously for racing they're still called curbs, but C-U-R or KURBS. Yeah, curbs. That's the American spelling for curbs. That one. I mean, sausage curves are a completely different thing, but this isn't the stream to talk about it. I'm on about Savoy sausages, you dirty wrong uns. Love a good curvy Savoy sausage. They're all just so...
Chip.
Anyway, Cumberland Curls. Google it. It's not as bad as you think it is. Oh,
Apple.
really? The clip? See, only on the J-Hub mode. Oh my god. Oh. Scarum, how are you today? How was your... I haven't seen your response to your internet issues that you said you had. Just there. Carl Hardy, the quickest on the circuit that we can see at the moment. Making their way downtown. Going through to turn number 10. It looks like the... we're not...
BSTV chat if you want to come in, Tom.
Ah, there we go.
I'll jump in
Up
the
to date now. Cool. Right, we have 10 minutes to go until the officials are going. We've got several splits on at the moment. We've got 53 people signed up. If we can get 7 more people signed up within the next 10 minutes... Oh, Jesus, I felt that. Get that many people signed up in the next couple of minutes, then that'll be even more splits. So far, things seem to turn better. I can't wait to officially test it, though. Do you know when about you're going to be at all, or... Anyone here in the Twitch side who enjoys watching cozy content, horror gaming, that sort of thing, then get yourself over to Scarum stream. Do it. Do it now. Playing Diablo, hell yeah. Always wanted to get into Diablo, just never had time. Unfortunately. Right, is my YouTube chat working? Can you not see YouTube chat from underneath? Let me just quickly jump across. If anyone's in the YouTube chat, feel free to say hi on there so we can check to make sure it is showing underneath. Once the race officially starts, my camera will be off. I will turn into a professional human being and we'll get our first of 2 races tonight. New content has been really fun so far. Hell yeah. Cozy and horror in one sentence. That's a new one. Oh yeah, honestly. Gene here. Best of luck in your split, Jay. It's going to be my second TCR race and second after a 4-month hiatus. Oh, Gene, I'm not racing. I'm commentating. So we get a semi-professional top split broadcast that people can come in and watch it on their breaks tomorrow because it's only 20-minute races. So yeah, feel free to use this as your entertainment to watch after the races are done, or you can watch them tomorrow on lunch breaks or whenever you got a few seconds. Share them out, share this stream and this stream out with other people as well, because more people watching this, it means more people watching TCR, more chances of updates. And it looks like YouTube's working underneath, so fantastic. I'm here, welcome in, Scarum. Curbs are crazy. Oh yeah. It's going to be my second TCR race and my second after a 4-month hiatus. Best of luck, Gene. I hope you have as clean a race as possible. Just be wary. There's going to be a lot of people on track tonight. Just keeping in touch with... Right, we have 60 people signed up to do the officials tonight. So that is going to be at least 3 splits. If we get one more, that'll be 4 splits. Miss my rig. I can't wait to race again soon, hopefully. Hopefully. That's what happens when you like too many types of video games. I hit a curb and I thought I left my wheel back on turn 3. Where's it got? Oh, there it is. Oh, we got a new leader. So, for those who are wondering what sort of pace you should be running, a 1 minute 28 seems to be key at the moment. Let me see if I can jump into another... I can't on this one, but I'm going to jump into this because this is where a load of new people are going. There we go, and Josh should be running the really cool and hot JC Academy livery. We'll just wait for it to load up any second now. Why aren't you loading up? Load up. There we go. Look at that, it's got my name all over it. It's brilliant, isn't it? If anyone's ever looking for TCR liveries and you just want to grab a random one off Trading Paints, search for my channel name in Trading Paints and you'll come across all 4 TCRs have paints ready for you lot to use. You actually get wheel damage from sausage curbs. Some tracks, yes. I would say if you hit that one there hard enough, you will. And if you hit the one at turn number 10 after the corkscrew and rainy curbs, I'd probably say there's a good chance. Sebring is horrible for it. Fuji is bad for it. I think off the top of my head there's a certain curb at Road Atlanta, but to get the wheel damage at Road Atlanta you have to hit that curb completely wrong anyway. Yeah. Oh, hang on. JD Rodriguez right now, about to go across the line, has set a fastest Sector 4 and jumps straight up to 3rd place. I could be on Stardew and then change to D4, Diablo 4, and then change to a crafting game mode and say that she can. She's amazing at it. Honestly, one of my favourite streams on Twitch, so make sure if you enjoy those sorts of games, you throw Scam over a follow. I've known Scam for so long as well. Years and years and years. And she's still not sick of me, so... Some would call that being a saint. I think I did it at Charlotte, but I've smacked the ones here pretty bad and so far nothing. Fair enough. Maybe they've fixed it here then. Oh, a nice little power slide just there has put JD off the circuit. How does the blimp camera look here? As we approach the corkscrew. And the corkscrew looks even better from this angle. It's just like a mini roller coaster. I'm a patient, insane person. My patient, insane person. There you go, you can just see just how quickly JD is catching those in front. They let him go. And we've got 5 minutes left. We have 68 people signed up for the next session. 69 now. And thank you to the 32 who are in this stream right now on Twitch and YouTube. Just a reminder, we are live on both Twitch and YouTube, so make sure you're following or subscribed on both. The YouTube side is more sports and racing, though to be honest it's mainly racing. I was going to get some PGA stuff on there, but I don't think anyone has really asked for the content, so I won't give it to you. On the Twitch side, all sorts of stuff. Racing, pro wrestling, RPGs, community games. Those who haven't already seen it, by the way, for the pro wrestling stuff where you lot get created in the game, the BU released its trailer. It's currently on the BU's YouTube, so check it out. Alright, who else can we chuck a camera onto? Let's go to camera number 3. And we'll go to 2nd place, Vladislav Zayakon. Big Vlad. Big Vlad has gone through 2nd place at the moment. Tom repping Hondas. Yeah, you're not going to see a lot of people in Hondas or Hyundais. So I think the Hyundais don't do too bad here, to be honest, but just my advice is not to panic with the fact that you just see Audis at the top right now. Doesn't always mean that the Audi is the quickest car. It just means that the quickest people are using Audis. There's plenty of people who in that top 8 that if they chose the Elantra instead, they would very likely be doing very similar or only slightly slower times. Sometimes even quicker times. They're just so used to the Audi that they stick with the Audi. Yeah, unfortunately Tom's in the other part of the session at the moment, so I can't watch what they are doing at the moment. Let's have a quick livery watch from everybody else, see what everyone else is repping. So TCR Germany for Benjamin Winave. Jack Wetton is using the Napa tools. Darren Wyatt in the really nice DHL Audi. Josh Taylor in the JC Academy car. Will become a proper team at the next season, by the way, if anyone's looking for just a casual team to join to do special events and all sorts of TCR leagues. Like if you're a privateer in a random TCR league right now and you think, I could get into a team's championship, I could represent a team, then hey, we're always welcome to have more people join us. It's casual. We don't go all in like a lot of the other teams on iRacing. But if you just want to like help getting a little bit quicker and being part of a team and a smaller community and stuff, we've got you. And we do want to do a couple of special events with GTs as well, so there's always that too. Then we've got Jan as well in the German beer car. Daniel Pluckven in the Kinetic, which they are live on YouTube right now. If you search for Kinetic Racing or Kinetic iRacing TCR, you'll find the Kinetic stream right now. Albert Ruig Pereira is in a standard paint with JD Rodriguez in a really nice Audi. And then we've got Big Vlad in the Mobile 1 Audi as well. 1 minute left. We have 50 seconds left and 75 people signed up. If we somehow get 6 cars signing up in the next 40 seconds, we get another split. Husky Ninja, good to see you. We are a cult, we're not a cult. Didn't know you could apply colour underneath the grille in the Audi. Yes! It's, if you put the standard decals on, it automatically does it as black, but you can colour over it if you wanted to and manipulate what it looks like underneath the grille and the actual underneath the rings of the Audi badge as well. So it's some cool stuff you can do with it. You're going to be in split 2 or 3 in this race. It's a lot of quick people here. Just a heads up, a lot of quick people. Right, 77 people in. See, in the next 5 seconds that could jump up to 76, so we are going to get, says 7 Veloster, 12 Elantra, 22 Civic and 35 Audi. So in the lower splits you're probably going to see a lot more variations of cars. I will admit, probably towards the top splits you're going to see quite a lot of Audis, including 8K Harry Crowther, hopefully Harrison Crowther, sorry, my bad. Right then, I am going to jump away from camera while we get all this set up. Best of luck, Husky Ninja, as well. Hope you get as anyone who's thinking about racing this right now, quickly shout out what car you're racing and your I rating. We'll try and guess which split you're going to be in. There will be a couple of ads coming up now, but don't worry, you won't miss a thing whilst I set this up. And yes, what Jeff said, let's get more than 3 likes. So if you haven't already, chuck a like on the stream, subscribe if you haven't already, because there's more than just the strength of field splits. We also have lap guides every week, my involvement in leagues too, as well as IMPC, which is always a fun time. For you lot more than me. Jeff, how are we doing, mate? I hope you're good. I hope you're well. If I miss any messages, I do apologise. To a point. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the TCR Virtual Challenge Fixed Week 8 at Laguna Seca. I am your host for this week, JayCaulls, and if you're not already, put a thumbs up if you're watching this on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel for all your TCR track guides and your league stuff and IMPC and just a good, nice time, really. And welcome on the Twitch side as well. If you haven't already, hit the follow button on there. More than just racing stuff happens on the Twitch side, so if you like your variety gaming and a good sense of community, then join that as well. But today we find ourselves in the deserts for Laguna Seca. I hope everyone is good, everybody is well. We are going to jump straight into qualifying, and there's actually a lot more variations of car than I initially thought. I honestly thought we would be getting 18, 19 Audis, but instead there's a fair few Velosters. Velosters. You probably won't see those here, actually, to be honest. But you will see a few Elantras. There is a single Honda in the shape of Sydney Hearts, a regular to this time slot. In the Hyundais, we have a fair few names in there. But towards the top three, we're looking at Rodriguez, Torpedo, and Langley as well, all in Audis, which you will find quite commonly in these top splits here. Ricky Collard is back. Is Collard back? Fantastic. It's good to see the real-life TCR and British Touring Car Championship drivers, and Collard has obviously not had enough of a slot in here just yet. Has something to prove. Alex, good to see you. I hope you are good. Hope you are well. All good, buddy. Looking forward to watching this one. Me too. Me too. Laguna Seca is yeah, it's a classic track. It's absolutely iconic. The corkscrew as well is one of the most famous corners in the entirety of North American motorsports. But am I quick here? Not anymore. You lot are just getting to grips with these TCR far too quick for my liking, and I feel I'm going to be dropping below 4K before the end of the season. John, good to see you on the YouTube side as well. Chucked mine on the pile. Hell yeah. Right, so qualifying at the bottom, you know how this works. If you have a quickest of the whole session, it will flash up in a purple segment. If it's green, it is a personal best. But we're currently watching Jure Laakkonen at the moment make their way down to the Andretti hairpin. Jure Laakkonen, who's been having some pretty good strength of field races. I fully expect them to maybe break into that top four in today's qualifying. We're also going to be having a look at Ricky Collard as well. Collard, a real-life British Touring Car Championship driver, so a lot of pressure already on them. Though, to be honest, a real racing car driver, when you jump into iRacing, that pressure, you don't even feel it, I would imagine. JD Rodriguez is your car number one for today, as they're already up into the corkscrew just there, making their way through. But already with two purple segments is Pavel. Pavel also in an Audi at the moment, also jumping up to that corkscrew. Look how lovely it is here. I can't wait for the update of Laguna Seca. And you know what? I might actually try and invest for that IndyCar game as well, because I don't know about you lot, but I grew up on a lot of late 90s IndyCar. God bless his soul, Alex Zanardi, Paul Tracy, Michael Andretti, the likes on there as well. That was alongside 90s Formula 1 with Schumacher, Villeneuve, Damon Hill, and of course, you know, Andy Reid, Alan Menu, and the rest of the British Touring Car lot. That was my 90s in motorsport. Jem, welcome to the stream as well. Bennington Races, I hope you're good, hope you are well too. Big screen, fantastic. Hopefully the quality is good, hopefully the sound is good as well. If people want anything turning up a bit, just let me know and I'll do my best to get it done before the race. But a shock so far, Tom Woodcock, car number 8, has took the lead, and it's not in an Audi. Yes, there's a Laguna refresh coming at the moment because they are going to be using the new track in the IndyCar game, so that is why the track is no longer base content. That might be news to a lot of you, but if you've been on iRacing for a while, you'll still have it. It's only those who have signed up in the last 2 months that will have to buy Laguna. Tell you what, Tom Woodcock's still in the lead at the moment. We've got Evan Kiso as well, who's had to slow down. Evan had two purple segments. I think they may have gone off track. And I tell you what, that must have been a monstrous lap as well. Pavel not quite getting in the lead either, but Tom Woodcock is going in, has set a personal best for Sector 2. The current time is a 1:28.5, and Tom's gone off track as well. There's so many people going off track at the moment. Have a quick look at Chris, who's looking at getting some quicker times in. And we could get some... oh, there we go. Pavel's ended up getting the lead on that one, but there's a lot of jumbled up numbers in here. Chris, pictured right now, car number 13, all the way up in 4th. Derek, car number 15, kept it clean, kept it lean, and is now up in 6th place with Marcos De Luca, the car that has just overtook them. Still yet to put a lap in is Albert Ruig Pereira, car number 19 at the moment, so statistically the lowest iRacing driver in here. You would like to think if they can get any place above 15th right now, that would be a massive boost to them and possibly a rise in iRating as well. 128 struggling to get 131s. Camu, I have a track guide also on my YouTube. Bit warmer temperatures, so just break a little bit later than I do in that guide and you should be absolutely fine. Ronnie on the Twitch, hope you're good, hope you are well. And Tom no longer repping Hondas. I bet Tom reps the Hondas during the opens. Just the Honda is a little bit difficult to control sometimes when it comes to the fixed races. Into this last corner, Albert has set all personal bests, obviously, no time yet. Vlad, meanwhile, jumps up to 7th place. And where is Albert going to go? Come on, top 15. Go on, Albert. No improvement on time, so must have caught an off track somewhere. A lot of people here catching off tracks here. Kyle Hardy and Kyle Kirkpatrick as well. None of them setting any times at all. So it's a bit of a jumbled up starting grid that we've got here. We've still got one more car on the circuit here. Or it was going to be petrol. Is there still a car? Still on the car. Still on the car. Still on the track. Sorry, it's been a long week already. We're only on Tuesday. But I'm going to be saying wrong words all night. I'm no Crofty. I'm no... no professional. I try to be, though. Husky Ninja on the Twitch chat saying, I lied, 3rd split. There was a lot of people signing up. I think I saw 76 people signed up in the end, which is fantastic to see. Judging by how many off tracks everyone's getting right now, I would say if you're not in top split, I would just do a really safe banker lap to begin with. Get yourself a time in, and I wouldn't even push too hard on your main lap. Tom has been posting some seriously quick laps in practice. Hell yeah, things you love to see. Just watching or two, but at the moment getting some last minute practice. We have 5 seconds left of the session, but it looks like it's going to be Pavel big man Pavel is going to be leading the way on the first row, with Tom L. Woodcock also sharing that first row with them. We're just waiting for the session to load up. There we go, as if by magic. JD Rodriguez and Chris Wetz will be moistening it up into row 2 with Marcos De Luca and Derek Tirams in 5th and 6th place. Vladislav and Evan in 7th and 8th, with Torben Torpedo in 9th and Daniel Pluckman in 10th. Then we've got Petra and Jura in 11th and 12th. They're filling up this grid so quick. Owen and Ricky Collard in 13th and 14th. 15th is Paul Hurley with Sydney Hans in 16th. Kyle Hardy in 17th. Carl Kirkpatrick in 18th. Also not posting the times, Albert in 19th place. But the man right now on your screen, Mr. Pavel, surely going to be a favourite for this one. Oh, second place has just phased out. I think they're doing some last minute changes, but it's a fixed race, so I don't know what's happened with Woodcock. Hopefully they can get back to the grid as soon as... Oh, there we go. If the other three had jumped onto the grid and Woodcock wasn't there, the race would just automatically start. Would 2.7k be split 2? Let's have a quick look. I have the facilities to have a quick look. So iRating wise, 2.8 is the lowest in this one. But here we go. Expect a very busy Andretti hairpin. And we are lights out, and a good start for first and second. Third place getting away quite well as well. And it is going so wide behind. We need to probably get onto the blimp to see what's about to happen into that first corner. So far so good, no spins. Curse to the commentators, second and third place fighting it out, and Pavel with a dream start just there, already pulling away nearly a full second in front of Tom already. Let's go a little bit more into the centre where a lot more of the action is going to be going. What a view this is. Top split, strength of field, 19 cars battling it out, neck and neck. And the gaggle with TCR right now making their way around Laguna Seca. But at the moment, it is Pavel in the lead with Tom Woodcock in second. Going to see a lot of cars just here losing it on this corner. And then straight away! And that is a massive... massive accident from Pereira just there, but we need to get ourselves back to the top where the corkscrew is, because there's going to be plenty more drama up here. Battling side by side, and surprisingly a lot of people keeping it slightly clean, a few having to go off track there. But apart from that major incident just there, Pereira with a meatball flag and straight into the pits. It's been mostly clean for everybody else. There's a lot of battling going straight into the last corner, people going single file a little bit further back as well. You can hear the steel of everyone going side by side and late dives, but Pavel is still your leader just there, 1 second in front of Woodcock and Rodriguez, and both of those two are going to be fighting like cat and dog throughout the rest of this course, which will be an absolute godsend for the man from Czechia in the lead right now. But Woodcock surpassing a lot of expectations right now in front of the man on camera right now, JD Rodriguez, in an Elantra in amongst the swarm of Audi. A little bit further back we've got a few more clutching up into groups. Anything can happen here. Even a slightly different braking zone here will be enough to get these people side by side. There's a little bit more passing going on behind. Carl Hardy with Owen behind. Owen car number 4, down 3 places. We're looking at Carl Kirkpatrick right now, the most amount of gains apart from the one, the only Ricky Callard, who is up 5 places. Ricky with a swarm of cars behind. I've just seen how close a few of these are behind. There's a massive lunge for number 10. You do not want to be going 3 wide down the course through, and I don't know how all 3 of those there have kept it onto the circuit. The Audi cuts in front to close the door on the racing line, and these 4 all clustered up now, using the camber of the corner to whiz their way round. Jura Lacknen, and I think that's Owen Neve at the moment making their way through. Neve taking the inside. And wow, fantastic stuff just there. Time to switch platform, YouTube ad just before the cars got to the Andretti hairpin. No! I unfortunately don't have the same sort of control with the ads on YouTube as I do with Twitch, so I do apologise with that one. But a nice pass just there from Evan in the SRG car, getting themselves up to 4th place, up 4 at the moment. And I want to, if we can get a chance to here, see if we can watch the big crash that happened earlier. Let's have a look. Thank you to Backfire Simsport TV for letting me use their programs, and that's a little bit too earlier than I wanted it to be just there. Wonder if we can get a little bit just here what happened, and that's yet again too early. Jay, you're not very good at this, are you? I know, just let me do my thing. So Pavel in the 19 car just there, got a car on the inside, and to be honest, although he did go across Paul there, was it because he had somebody on the inside? We will have to visit that a little bit later, but for now, There's still fighting going on into... Oh, and that could be a slowdown in front. It is. A little yellow flag just there at the end of Kirkpatrick's name. We'll have to serve that. Now, are they going to serve it and slow down everybody behind? Which, no. Don't do that if you can help it. Or are they going to pull off to the side and let Paul through? Next straight will probably be the best time to do it. It's sort of opened up the corner just there. Are they going to go over to the inside? No, they've served it. Right, Ricky Collard at the moment on the outside of Daniel Pluckford right now. It is Great Britain versus Germany. I'll let you lot make your own comparisons on that one. I was going to go with World Cup. I don't know what you lot were going to say. Rookie user ever should watch the platform with a subscription. Or just have it lurking on the other one, man. I don't mind. Magnet, good to see you. And I just heard a lot of... twisted metal in front. Was that torpedo or just behind? It might have been just behind, but car number 13 going far too wide there. No practice running the wider line, which makes it easy for number 11 Marcos to get that extra position in. And Chris at the moment wets down 4 places, but it's still definitely close between everybody at the moment. But one thing for certain is we're going to watch Carl Hardy and Paul Hurley here battle all the way into the corkscrew. Carl's going to have that inside, but Paul's going to look to get across. Carl needs plenty of space, but uses the outside line to get a little bit more pace out of it. And Carl gets the overtake done. Up 2 places, up to 15th. Whilst those 3 are battling away, Pavel right now gets through for another lap. We are only 6 minutes in, by the way. We are only like a quarter through the race, and already this much is going through. People were fast this week. A lot of people were already used to Laguna Seca. It was a base content track, so it's already engraved with muscle memory inside a lot of people. Who's getting crossed to the tag right? No, you can't say that here. We're racing at Laguna Seca, not Nazareth. In fact, I'm pretty sure Nazareth is another old IndyCar circuit from the 90s. Please, for the love of God, correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm sure Nazareth was another one somewhere. Right, we're watching Chris Wetz at the moment. Let's get on board and see what they see. Chasing down the number 11 of Marcos De Luca. These two have already been battling once or twice through the circuit, going up the hill towards the corkscrew. I would be correct. Get in! My IndyCar Papyrus, whatever that game was called, my knowledge of that is still there. Vancouver and Michigan, beautiful tracks on that game. Tell you what, you don't want to get any closer than that to the Audi. I just wonder if Wetz is going to be using a bit wide through there, 11 a little bit quicker. Wetz is going to need a fantastic last corner here. It's nice and flat. The 11 not quite hitting the apex there, but is in that Audi power, which has a slight, very slight advantage now over the Hyundai on straight lines. As we go down the hill, you got Wetz in the green car, maybe trying to have a look in the inside to see if he can get Luca racing in their mirrors. And I'll tell you what, they are going to have a slight wheel on the inside. It's enough to make Luca second guess where they want to be putting the car, and this by itself is enough to have the 13 catch up to him. But look behind them, you got the slightly oranged Audi behind of, I am not even going to attempt to pronounce that name, Big Z, I'm just going to call him. Now the next question: do you believe in life after love? You know what? That's an answer for after the race, isn't it? All the sand being kicked up all over the course right now is going to massively affect some of the racing on this circuit right now, and that sounded like someone had gone completely off. And tell you what, number 11 just there has completely messed up the corkscrew there, and that has allowed number 13 to get an overtaking opportunity on the outside. If they continue going too wide through this corner, expect to see Vladislav behind attempt something here. Let's get on board with Vladislav right now. Best seat in the house to watch these two battling, but is also going to be looking at making, oh my god, what an exit from 11 here. Hold on to something, folks, because this might end in tears right now. Is 11 going to be audacious? And there's a lot of swinging about, and there's a lot of swerving, and because of that swerving, that Audi is not going to be slowing down as quick, and that has just given an absolute freebie to Vladislav. If you're going to be swerving that close to a braking zone, preferably don't do it in a front wheel drive car, because your tyres are going to be absolutely cream crackered. It ain't going to work. Let's have another look at that pass there, because that was absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed that. So watching Vladislav right now, car number 11, just look at that, just terrible weaving. Doesn't allow 5 to really brake in time there. The 11 having to brake a little bit late whilst dealing with ABS and controlling the car at the same time. No swerving in front of Big Vlad, absolutely. In front of Big Vlad is a hashtag no swerve zone. And look at that, already starting to get a little bit of a gap going there. Meanwhile, further behind, Ricky Collard is in trouble from number 4 here. Owen Neve right now on the inside of Ricky Collard, and there is contact. And Collard's lost 2 places in one, car number 18. And Collard asking if that's a joke. None of us laughing here at the moment, but we'll have to have another look at that one. Right, number 18. Oh, I tell you what, Collard going quite hot into that corner there. We will have to have another look at that one. There's a lot of British touring car fans in here who would absolutely love to see what was going on with that one. Let's have a look at the cockpit of... Where's he gone? There's Neve just there. So Neve going through. This is second to last corner. Ricky Collard in front. And Neve finds it on the inside. That is a very late, and yeah, that was way too late of a send just there. You can see the point of contact was already halfway across the circuit. So yes, it was a joke, but no, it wasn't a very funny one. Chevy Impala, will Impala you? No, Chevy Impalas is a different series. You're looking for the Arca series, sir. Which I should do commentary on at some point, because the Arcas are absolutely hilarious. I think the guy turned in as if the Elantra wasn't there. He turned in and missed the braking point. He obviously saw Max Verstappen's passes at Miami this last weekend and thought, hey, I could do that. You could, but the collateral's a little... a little bit more simulated here. Famous fingers Collard will pull that move IRL. I am not commenting on that one at all whatsoever. Daniel Pluckford is trying to get past number 11 now. It looks like Marcos De Luca is slowly losing places as the race goes on. Marcos at the moment down 4 versus Pluckford, who is currently where he started. Meanwhile, behind them at the moment, they have Owen Neve after their move on Ricky Collard. Might be looking to nibble a little bit more. The inboard showed it better. It was very optimistic. I agree. 13 minutes in of this 20-minute race, we have one more after this where it goes to more open setups. Expect to see a bit more Honda action, I feel, in the opens here. We're coming up to the not carousel, don't be silly, Jay, you're on the wrong part of America for that one. The corkscrew, I love that corner so much. Okay, so Owen Neve, oh no, Neve's just there, so we've got Pluckford in front. Who's behind Pluckford then? Is that a lap car? Oh, it is. That's Albert. That's Albert. After their crash earlier in the race, is keeping up the kinetic car. They're a lap car. Are they going to directly get involved with this? Or are they just going to sit back and let the action happen? This is a lapped car right here after the incident earlier. I tell you what, it would be a massive shame if they did get involved to the point that it ruins some races. Oh, hang on. Let's get straight in front here, because Pluckford is trying everything against De Luca. Meanwhile, behind as well, Ricky Collard now has more company behind him at the moment. Kirkpatrick right behind. Collard, some would say extremely unlucky and hard done by the send by Neve earlier in the race, but the race will go on. They're currently 13th place, up 1 place, but up against Carl Kirkpatrick, who is up 4. Remember, folks on YouTube, if you're enjoying this this broadcast somehow, feel free to leave a thumbs up on there and subscribe for all sorts of TCR and iRacing action. Marcos De Luca at the moment is still defending from behind, as well as Kirkpatrick going in, but deciding to bide their time versus Collard. I feel that move could be coming in sooner than later. Marcos De Luca at the moment down 4 positions from where they started, has plucked from behind the young German who is live on the Kinetic channel for their TCR iRacing team. And it looks like Neve has been allowed through by the backmarker car, who has let everybody else go through. Fair play. Oh, and the Audi behind, that's Peter just there, going extremely wide there. Completely missing a braking point. It's a good job he had nobody on his outside. Right behind though, how close could you get it here? I don't know. Let's have a quick look at the gyro. Yeah, that's pretty damn close. Kirkpatrick at the moment behind the British Touring Car Championship driver. I think my joke was good until you made it worse. You're welcome. There's been a position change up top, and it looks like it was going straight into the corkscrew there. Let's have a quick look. I'm going to change this slightly to this camera here. We're looking at the torpedo car number 2, and just had a much better exit from the corner on the entrance. It gets a little bit close. 15 tries to put a bit of distraction to number 2, but they keep it true to the corner. They get in absolutely no problems, and torpedo goes up to 5th place, up 4 places. We go back here, we've got Ricky Collard on your right hand side with Kyle Kirkpatrick in the completely red, in the Sparco. And Collard is forcing the Sparco to go as wide as possible. Collard's going to have the inside advantage here, and it's good enough to keep the position. Now the Elantra has a bit of a problem here, because Carl Hardy behind in the Audi is looking to have a quick nibble at the inside. If Kirkpatrick goes wrong here, Hardy is going to gobble him up like a Frey Bentos pie from Poundland. And you can tell already the number 10 is starting to try and defend some lines here, but this is not where you want to be. Get to the chopper. And, oh, and there's a bit of contact just there. I think Carl could have got...
Steve, I was there, mate. I couldn't go anywhere else.
Maybe could have got a little bit closer to the apex there, but it's a very difficult corner. Very, very difficult corner to get in. Meanwhile, so it's happening here. It looks like it may have been Vlad getting past Wets, or Wets having a chew on Vlad's ear, trying to get themselves through. Yeah, that corner before the corkscrew is a very difficult corner to try and pass on and keep your lane going at the same time.
Fired off in the hairpin, Owen. No, I want the hairpin this time, darling.
Oh, he darlinged him. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. We do, of course, keep all the voice chat on, because sometimes iRacing beef is absolutely...
Used to it, Ricky.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, man, okay.
You get a thank you for it, you know.
Ricky, you just think yourself lucky you've not got Carl behind you.
It's Vlad in 7th place with Chris Wetz trying everything he can to get on ahead. We've got 1 minute left on the timer, and Pavel is that quick. They're going to get this to one more lap. So far, so good. Debney is at the moment is ahead of the solid Woodcock in second place. A fantastic drive here for Tom. Apparently putting in solid laps all week at the moment. But in the Elantra as well, JD Rodriguez still has a little bit of company behind him in Evan Kiso and Torben Torpedo. Next up we have Derek Tirums with Vladislav right behind. Vladislav at the moment with a close battle behind him with Chris Wetz. A little bit further back we've got Carl Hardy at the moment chasing down Ricky Collard. So everything that Paul just said, at least you haven't got Carl behind you. Well, unfortunately that has become reality as we are in the final lap of this race. Well, that was Hot Donkey. Hate this track still. The racing was abysmal. I'm sorry to hear that, Husky Ninja. Hopefully you still didn't finish last though. All side-by-side racing just here, and Kirkpatrick gets back in front of Hardy. Hardy, one of the regulars in BSTV and SRL leagues, both on Wednesday and Friday respectively. Both their own broadcasts as well. If you're on YouTube, you should be able to find those links in the video description below. They're going to make their way through a little bit further ahead. It looks like if Wetz wants a chance to get through here. I tell you what, it's brilliant defending right now from Big Vlad. Vlad is only giving him an inch to work with, and here we go. Collard. Oh, that was close. So close there, but the racing's still going on behind. I'm keeping a watch in front, but it's not as close as this right now. This is a four-way battle for Ricky Collard's 13th place. You would think they were trying to get a seat at Plato Racing, and he's got scouts watching. But here we go, final corner. Collard's going to take the inside. We're going to get a drag race to the line here. It's a three-way drag race. Carl might be taking them inside the middle. It's Collard to line. Collard's going to get that 13th place, but who's going to get 14th? And there we go. How close do you want to be there? Brilliant stuff. And Collard survives that 13th place there with a bunch of ravenous dogs behind him. It was like Ricky was the salmon and the rest were bears.
Sorry whoever I fucking torpedoed across through. That was unintentional. It's scary for me as well.
I mean, apologising for the move on Ricky earlier.
Good job getting out of the road though.
Right, what a what a race that was. That was absolutely brilliant. Massive congratulations to Pavel for being the winner of this week's TCR Strength of Field race at Laguna Seca, winning the fixed by 1.6 seconds over Tom Woodcock. JD Rodriguez also taking a step on that podium in third place. Please don't ask me why some of the numbers are different colours. I don't know. I think it's just whatever they've set it to in their iRacing paints. Evan Kiso gets in fourth place with Torben Torpedo. Both those up 4 positions, by the way, in fourth and fifth place. Derek Tirums takes sixth place with Big Vlad in seventh. Then we've got a few people falling in positions. Chris Wetz and Marcos De Luca in 8th and 9th place. 10th place is going to be Owen Neve. Up 3 places with Daniel Pluckford and Peter Ochoba behind in 11th and 12th. Ricky Collard survives but up a place in 13th with Carl Kirkpatrick up 4 in 14th. Carl Hardy up 2 in 15th, and also in that group there as well you had Paul Hurley, Sidney Hards and Jura Larkinen as well. Albert Pereira getting straight back on track after their crash, so fair play to them. If anyone else had got a crash, they could have maybe got an extra place from that one, but after that early incident, which we will be taking a quick look at again by the way, finishes in 19th place. GG Mama TV, how can I register for that privateer change to my actual team name please? To be honest, these are set from Backfire Simsport TV's records, so I just leave them on there because I don't want to change them too much. However, if you DM me on Discord, you'll find me on the TCR cord. Let me just quickly put on some smooth jazz. Oh, we've not got smooth jazz today. It's lo-fi. The budget's not that high. Sorry about that. There's the TCR cord just there. You'll find me towards the top of the list on there. Send me a DM. I can't promise I'll get anything done because I've got too little time. but I'll see what I can do. On the YouTube side, there's the TCR community Discord as well. Get yourself in on there. There's people throwing free setups for Laguna Seca in there, by the way. So that's one reason to join, as well as leagues, TCR help with guides, and just a really nice TCR community in there who just want to get everybody else quicker. Plus, it's one of the best places to vote for the tracks that we use in following seasons. Oh, you Pavel, you big man Pavel. You are a big man Pavel. You are. Congratulations on that fixed win just there. We're just going to have a quick look at some of these incidents that we saw today. Can I put those in? I don't want to put those in. I just want to put their names in there. Thank you. Right, so for the incidents, let's have a quick look. I want to start off with Albert's move, because I'm pretty sure Albert's move, if we go to Peter just there, jump across to Albert. Oh, this is way too far back, but we're going to watch it anyway. We have 20 minutes until the open session starts. Go move across to the chopper. I'm going to use my stream deck. Oh, my stream deck doesn't even bloody want to do anything on this. Maybe if I do this. There we go. Magic of stream deck. So Pavel on the inside just there. I feel he goes 3 wide here. Has to go 3 wide. He does slightly fade across to the left-hand side, across Paul Hurley. And that's what happens with that incident just there. There wasn't actually too many other accidents. It was more of a case of... It was more of a case of other people going off track and a couple of battles here and there. I'm trying to see if I can find the Ricky Collard and Owen Neve pass. I can. This should be it here. So this is from Owen's point of view here. The usual braking line here is just before the 2 board. And yeah, just a little bit too late for the inside. Overshoots that and uses Ricky as a makeshift brake there. Some would call that a proper British touring car move. Others would call that just a little bit of a missed braking point for the situation that he found himself in. And then I'm just having a quick look. There was a close moment here where a few people were fighting on and off the track, but I think it was the following lap showing Carl going off the track, but I reckon he just overdid it in this corner here, maybe. Yeah, nothing too serious. But yes, not really much else there to report on. That was a really good race on the fix. I feel the open is going to be even closer. Happy Cinco de Mayo to those who celebrate. Yes. Happy is it Cinco de Mayo or Cinco de Mayo? I think Cinco, my first one, was the right one there, but feel free to correct me on that one. It was 13th overall. I was really struggling with pace. Also think I need to get new pedals because I'm over braking. What pedals are you running at the moment, just out of curiosity, as we jump over to the next practice session? I can even put my cam on as well during this bit. How lucky are you lot? Right, let's jump over to next session. So we are 10 minutes in to the sign up process and already 28 people signed up. So that means we are already 2 splits in and bound to be even more than that. So that's a practice session that ends shortly, so we're going to jump into that one. Oh, you said something in Discord about the T300s, didn't you? Do you have any, do they sell any mods for those at all? Because I remember when I had the Logitech G920 T1s and I bought some GTIs and they were brilliant. Like they gave me an extra year out of those pedals. But over braking might just be a case you need to recalibrate your brake and just brake a bit harder on them, or are they not quite hard? It's quite a soft brake, so you got quite a lot of travel on there. So how I got my V3 Fanatec set up at the moment, my Clubsports, is it's more they have very little travel on them, but it's all based on pressure and the strength of my legs. So that's I'm using those to brake more than the actual travel of the pedal. Like the travel's very minimal. I've just got it set up so the load cell sort of works more with the pressure more than anything else. The T300s might have a mod setting or something where something like that might work. You never know. Cinco de Mayo, thank you. It's a soft brake and long travel, and there's pretty much no modification. Yeah, I've got someone who comes in here who actually swapped their clutch pedal with the brake, and just has a long travel, and they don't seem to get that. They say they're heavy-footed. I'm just thinking, well, why have a pedal that travels more and softer? Makes no sense, does it? It sounds like at the moment all you can do until you get those new pedals is just try and break out of that bad habit if you can. Like, get your brake up to the fullest travel you can go, push as hard as you can, and maybe just set your, I don't know what the PC program's like for your pedals, but maybe set the brakes so that it only does 80% of that pressure. That way when you're going fully down on your brake, you're only going 80%. Sometimes that'll work, sometimes it won't. But it will at least stop you from going completely 100% at a time, and maybe will sort of give you a bit of muscle memory and a bit of training on your leg to be a little bit more mindful of how far you have to brake to get to a certain point. Because you may have watched the track guides, a lot of the time I'm rarely going over 60-70% on the brakes. Never used to be the case a couple of seasons ago. I was always going 100. Now that the ABS affects your cars more than ever when you're starting to turn into a corner, you need to try and get into the mindset to use a little bit less brake and just be a little bit smoother with those inputs, and when you're lifting off the outputs as well. I know that's not what it's called, it's still called an input. But yeah, hopefully that made some sort of sense there. Tony Walker is the fastest in the session at the moment in this practice. This is now the open setups at a 128.122. And Tony Walker in the Audi at the moment. Let me just get a few more names showing up here. Car logo, flag, and gap as well between them and them behind. So 2 Audis and a Honda in third place. It's Fraser Geraghty. And you'll find a lot of people in the session right now. Some of you may recognise a lot of the names, and that's because they all race in BSTV and SRL. So in the Twitch chat right now, you've got a few links in there. I'm going to copy these across to YouTube as well. So BSTV, there's the YouTube for that one, and then for SRL, got this here as well. Why won't you copy and paste? There you go. I'm also having to learn a front wheel drive car. I've mostly driven with rear wheel drive. Right, so 2 links in the YouTube side. One for BSTV, which I do commentary for with Pete Bingham every Wednesday. And SRL, which you'll get really big grids in Friday night racing. Wednesday night for BSTV stuff. And 2 leagues I would absolutely recommend to anybody who races on European times. And really good communities as well at the same time. Tell them I sent you. If it gets you banned though, because you said that, not my fault. Right, Tony Walker in the lead at the moment. I want to get some iRatings up as well, so you lot in the chat, if you're thinking about jumping in, can kind of get some sort of gauge as to where you feel your pace should be. Never mentioned Jay's name, it's a trap. Misery, where did you get in your race, by the way?
Audi.
You right?
And that's everyone in
All
there.
gravy, baby. All gravy.
Cool.
And a reminder from Magnet just there. Oh, Magnet's told everyone as well to hydrate.
Mr. Hurley. Okay.
And get your stretches in as well. Oh,
Mr. Cock.
Excuse me?
Can I say hi to people too?
Hi, Charlie.
Everyone say hi to Charlie. Hi, Charlie. Just make sure you form a line.
Praise the Lord. It's
Hi,
'cause-
Charlie.
Hi, Carl.
Hi, Joe. Dreamers here.
Hi, Fraser.
What's it saying?
Don't speak to me, Carl.
Wow,
Fuck you, Fraser.
that's better, I suppose.
Hi, Carl.
Demonetized. Thanks, guys. Demonetized on YouTube. Thanks a lot.
Never mind the fucking swearing in the YouTube streams. Jesus super for kids though, that's the problem.
What?
So wash that mouth out, Joe.
Oh,
Yeah, good for Glass Wobbly's not here.
Jay, where's Maddie?
It's like Tony's in here.
Not-
Sort it out.
man, just like, Jesus Christ.
Don't know what you mean, Carl.
Racing for third, 2 laps to go with Josh, but netcode spun me. Ah, right, okay. Alright, so Tony Walker still ahead at the moment. Can you say no? I couldn't say those horrible words. Actually, no, don't say it. Don't say it, Jay. Don't say it. Alright, let's have a look at a couple of liveries while we're here. We have 10 minutes left. So I want to see how many people are signed in at the moment. It says 30, but I'm sure it's going to be more than that. There's loads of people racing around in this practice right now. 45 have signed up, so that's 3 splits so far. That's say things like that on iRacing.
Racing Jay, are you commentating?
It's a respected TCR community member. He needs to lead by example. Absolutely.
Well, to suggest he can do either.
Today I'm commentating. In fact, every Tuesday it's commentary because it's what the people want, apparently.
You've normally gone to bed by the time I come on though, Joe.
You seen how beautiful I am? I need that beauty sleep.
He's dreaming of you, though, Chris.
I'd suggest going to bed now, then Jay and getting a few more hours. Yeah, go to bed and brush your teeth.
In that order, or?
Well, whatever floats your boat, okay. But
You say you don't brush your teeth in bed, Joe.
Don't like dribbling in bed, to be honest, mate.
Try it, mate. You should try it.
just to let you know, Paul, your mom does brush your teeth in bed.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We've still got low, have we?
Is that when she's not with you?
I do realise he is ginger. He's got no chance.
That changes everything.
Oh man, this lobby's too much. It's way too much. Extra friendly Jay. Yeah, you know it. Alright, Jay isn't allowed to say things like that. Extra friendly. I'm playing a game where I'm sorting the library and this voice chat is killing me. So all those guys talking right now, they're all teammates with each other. They're probably in a Discord chat with each other, but they decided to do it in the public chat so that the stream hears it. God bless them. Makes me try to get into entertainment and content a little bit easier. So now it's Tom Woodcock in the lead, and it's Stephen Walker, by the way, in a Veloster. Is Stephen watching this stream right now? Flashing his lights as soon as I mentioned his name. What a diva. Absolute lads, I didn't hear what they said. They were talking about other people's mums. It's fine. So, Slender Man, how we doing, man? I hope you're good. Hope you're well. Good to see you, Donny. Found the track guide helpful. Still got some time to find. Yeah, I'll break a little bit later in with a few of those corners because of the temperatures. What are the temperatures in this session, by the way? Bear in mind, this is the open. 34 degrees. How did my track guide get so bloody hot then? That's unbelievable. No, this isn't the velocity count in the lobby is 1. It is. It pretty much is. Wow, what was that for? Why is Chesney getting an FU? What? What's going on? Who wants to look at some liveries? It was 44C in my fix. Oh, that's not too bad then. It's not too far off, but 50 plus is boiling hot. Not going to believe this, but I just recovered from a bout of mono. Yes, mono. Man's turning 40 in a few years and caught... was ill for almost 2 months. Oh my god. Jesus, how you... Hopefully you've made a full recovery now. I hope. I really hope. Let's get into a couple of... I'm curious to see what everyone's running for their liveries. Let me just quickly change the camera about. Alright then, so we have Stephen in that car there. Oh, then it's people who are gotta wait for Trading Pains to load up apparently. Ill for 2 months, oh my god. Who was you kissing? Wow. I mean, it was the goodnight kisses from my daughter, who know they could be so dangerous. Oh my god. Oh, I felt that. That was a bloody heavy hit there. We've also got just there Pavel, who won the fixed race. Looks like they'll be jumping into the open as well. Child germs, those are the most dangerous germs in the world. Tom Woodcock at the moment in the just an average sim racer paint. Did I get cussed at? Yes, you did. And obviously we've seen Stephen Walker already in the Napa Veloster. Cavale also in the just an average sim racer, but in the Easter egg wrapper livery. Javier Martinez nearly taking out the back of someone using a Plato racing car. Charlie Lord in the Lord's car. With Andrew Kempf just there in the Scuderia Diabetes. That's a new one for Type 1 racing. Dwayne Massey right now in the VGRT. With James Halcrow in... Yeah, pretty much this is the Plato Elantra. So good news, new cable arrived, so no more brake failure like yesterday. Get in. Trevor Hall. Oh no, folks. Folks, we have a Red Bull livery. We have a Red Bull livery. How much wood could a Tom Woodcock if a Tom Woodcock would?
Say that again, Joe?
I think you should. How much wood could... Turn 1 murder incoming.
How much wood could a Tom Woodcock... Not very much.
How much wood could a Tom Woodcock if a Tom Woodcock could cock wood?
Yeah.
Straight to the catch. Oh my god. Look, last
Probably
week.
the best odds you come out with, Tom.
Oh! Nearly a 360 just like Verstappen. It turns out.
About 5 inches, I reckon.
That's what she said.
Has anyone asked your mum? She wouldn't know.
Jay looks violated.
Right, Carl and Elba for some reason both have wet tyres on. Let me message this guy. You'll know if they get the message because they'll stop in a second and go back to the pits. 4k before reach the Tom on kicking the strength and field race. Oof. No, they obviously haven't read what I've said. Right, next session is going to be starting very shortly, which means my camera goes off. Sorry, the moneymaker has to go. And just a reminder, whilst the sessions are loading up, get yourself over to the YouTube side, put a thumbs up on the stream. We want to aim for about 20 thumbs ups on that YouTube stream before the end of today. And if you're on Twitch, then follow on Twitch. But ideally, you should be following on both channels, because it should be nice like that.
That's another new follower.
No, wow. Piss off then. Oh, no, you followed. Never mind, stay. You can stay. How's your OnlyFans going these days, Jay? Might have got me confused with Dan. Only Dan's. Only feet. Ugh. Are you just spectating the session? It's a full-blown semi-professional commentary, and I think that's going to be everybody jumping out the session any time now. So let's get ourselves ready. Let's get ourselves steady, because coming up next is the TCR Virtual Challenge Open Strength of Field race. Do Fraser and Paul kiss before they start a race? What? And what if they do? You can make an only J's and it's just bird photography. Right. I'll see you lot in a couple of minutes. There's going to be some ads, and I'll see you lot in the race session. Welcome to this week's TCR Virtual Challenge Open Race. It is I, JayCaulls, and we are here for, if it's anything like the fixed, an absolutely fantastic race tonight. We're currently getting our cameras right now on the winner of the fixed race as we go into qualifying mode right now. Pavel with a quite commanding win in the last one. We'd be looking to replicate it today, but they have a lot of quick people in front of them. We're talking the likes of David Johansson, Team SRG, represent Andrea Stefanina, not Team SRG. Also just coming out the pits now, the top Veloster on the service, Stephen Walker. And then finally it is the one, the only, Daniel the Sausage Fernandez, or Daniel Augustin the Sausage Fernandez, if you want to give some extra stuff. Ned Magnet, those array of emotes. Why do I have an ass emote? I need to get those updated at some point in the future. So you don't know how qualifying works with the times at the bottom. If there is a green segment, it means it's a personal best. If it is purple, it means it is best out of everybody. Ask.com died 4 days ago. It didn't. It still exists. Is Daniel also Augustin? Yes. Daniel Augustin Fernandez. We're getting ready for the first lap. Let's have a look who we can go on board with right now. Johansson was quite late, so as we get down to the Andretti hairpin, you want to be diamonding that one out and cutting across in. Being very patient on your throttle as to not flush out to the side. Get yourself out wide, and just after the 2 board, just before the 1, you want to sort of curl yourself in. Don't touch the sausage on the inside though. And this one though, you can give it a light kiss. In fact, look at that, it's just a little wobble that you get from touching it, and you can carry on your way. Get over to the right hand side, because after the mother's board, just before the 2, you want to get yourself in, and a nice late apex will do you nicely. You can get on throttle a little bit earlier to battle your way up the hill. Then before the corkscrew, we've still got this challenging fast left. Don't touch that inside sausage, because it will destabilize the car and the rest of the field following closely behind you. Up towards one of the most famous corners in North American motorsports, the corkscrew. Just let the car glide down it, skip, jump over, straight back onto the power, and get yourself out wide for rainy curb. As you're going around, just glide the car in rather than drive it, but get yourself back over to the left hand side. Use the inside camera, but don't touch that sausage. As you go past the pit exit, just after the 2 board, you want to be braking in a straight line, turning across the flat corner, and then it's a sprint to the line. David Johansson's going to go across. We've been seeing some pretty quick times this week. Johansson, however, will he get into the 127s like Stefanina? Johansson does, but is 0.086 behind. It is close so far up the top. Stephen Walker and the Veloster going past the line gets a 7th place in themselves. No, the site is dead, it just has a goodbye message. Oh, no way. I saw a thing saying it's still operational on the notes, so don't forget to like the stream. Yes, what Collector says, if you're on the YouTube side right now, and there's 47 people watching on both Twitch and YouTube combined at the moment, that's enough to get everybody over to the YouTube and give us at least 25 thumbs ups. Surely. If you're following on Twitch, get yourself over to the YouTube as well and get subscribed over there. Likewise, if you're on the YouTube, go over to the Twitch and throw a follow to there too. Twitch, you'll find more than just racing stuff on there. On the YouTube though, we're all about the racing. So we get up towards the corkscrew. Stephen gets in, and what a camera angle for that second part of it just there. Having a quick look through, and Carl Hardy with the fastest 5th sector. Meanwhile, in this second lap, David Johansson, we're watching Andrea Stefanina's 27.533. They don't go any faster. Can Johansson take pole position? He does by 0.007, but we've still got so many more looking to go over the line. Stephen Walker's going to be one of them. Can he get that Veloster deep into the top 10? He does. 5th place in the Veloster. Carl Hardy 6th place in the Honda at the moment, but currently setting some personal bests himself. Carl locking in right now. Oh, hits the sausage curb on the apex there and throws the car out into the kitty litter. That is lap ruined. Lovely SRG car, isn't it? I think that's everybody else off the track at the moment. No, we've still got a couple more on. Got Schneider just here, who, if it's the same Schneider I've raced with, had a fantastic Nürburgring week. Going across to the second to the last corner, there's a personal best in Sector 1, a personal best in Sector 2. Will it be enough to lift them any higher than 12th place? At the moment, Ben Kaiser and Charlie Lord without any times set at this moment in time. But Mold Schneider right now from 12th and stays where they are for now. We have a minute 45 left. I'm just wondering if, I don't know if, yeah, no, Malt already had a time on, so they've already done their second lap. This is just extra practice for them at the moment. Now, how is everybody on the Twitch and YouTube side? If you're currently in a session now, but you have the stream on in the background and you haven't gridded up yet, feel free to let me know in chat what qualifying times you're getting, where you are positioned on the grid at the moment. It's an opportunity for you lot in the races to relay back to the stream in front of everyone who's just watching this for entertainment right now, as there are about 3-4 splits going on at the moment. Scared? Looks like Kaiser's out getting some last minute practice. The other SRG in this session. We don't have Stephen Hurd on the track at the moment. No, I think they're actually away for a week or two off the top of my head, so we won't see the usual Stephen Hurd in terrorising the top runners. You did a 113, bro. Just trust you. I trust you. I trust you. But yeah, to your point earlier, Matthew, yeah, it does mean I can't message the drivers in stream, but that's fine because they don't want to hear from me whilst they're sorting their stuff out. See if we got some practice starts. We haven't. And that should be everybody's times done, but we're going to have Daniel Augustin, the Sausage Fernandez, leading the way. A very late time put in, but enough to get 0.111 ahead of David Johansson of Sim Racing Grid in second. Andrea Stefanina and Pavel, your fixed winner, will be occupying that second row of the grid. Tom Woodcock in third with fifth. It was Stephen Walker in sixth.
Good luck.
Then we got Carl Hardy 7th with Euro Larkin in 8th. Evan Kiso in 9th with Vladislav in 10th. Paul Hurdy 11th and Malt Schneider in 12th. 13th place will be occupied by Kev Aylett with Fraser Garrity, sister teammates in different leagues in 13th and 14th. 15th is Alexander Leonhard, which is probably one of the best names on the grid right now, but only matched by Ben L. Kaiser. Both the Germans in front of Charlie Lord right at the back for Lord Racing Designs. Jay, that's the wrong Thank you. Anyway, we're off, ready to go off from the grid. Are you ready? Are you set? TCR Open is go! And a strong start from those behind. And already Stefanina choosing the outside lane. And tell you what, number 1, Fernandez, got the good start done in the end, and straight away a car park going on behind, but so far so good. All the cars going back onto the track and organised chaos in the middle. Let's get over to the blimp right now to see exactly how this field is looking. What a camera angle. I love this camera angle. All very wide just there from Pavel, and I think that's going to be 2 positions lost for Pavel at the moment as Woodcock and Walker, double W's, made their way through. And what a move just there by Stephen Walker, chucking it on the inside of Woodcock. It was, absolutely agreed. Woodcock just completely letting their guard down, and Stephen makes the move and gets it done. That was brilliant, using the camber of the inside to help the car around, going up to the corkscrew, see if anybody behind is going to completely miss that braking point. David Johansson in second place with a bit of a slowdown right now, and look at that, how clean everyone has managed to get that going. Johansson with his slowdown is going to serve it, or needs to try and serve it as quick as possible. Might have to serve it on the main grid. I mean, I always say if you have a slowdown, it's yours to serve, not anybody else's. So going across, I mean, that's how leagues do it. When you're in the officials, it's a different gravy, baby. 113 must be an LMP. I wasn't going to question him, I was going to trust him. But at the moment, Augustin in the lead with Andrea and David in second and third. There's still plenty of racing going further behind. The insignia car, Fraser Geraghty, fighting along with the Kaiser. No, that's not Franz Beckenbauer. The other one, Ben L. Kaiser. It seems to go on a little bit single file at the moment, but Fraser taking the wide line there, possibly thinking that Kaiser was going to take the inside. Ooh, Fraser maybe not realising that there was a car on his inside, having to swerve to the outside.
That was rude on Cole.
Oh, and Fraser has a bit of contact just there. I don't know if that was on Alexander or if that was on Charlie there, but that was a bit crumpled on the bonnet. Jure Larkin though defending against Pavel, and ooh, 11 going in quite hot on that one. And I tell you what, Pavel is going to be all over him like a rash. On board with Pavel right now in the Gen 2 Audi, and that was a great exit from there. He's going to have enough to take the inside. I would have took him all the way there, to be honest. The camera of the curb would have had him go round. The Kaiser mentioned, German intensified. Oh, Woodcock on the...
Alright.
With an apology there, probably...
Woodcock nibble.
What is a
What's the
Woodcock...
definition of it?
Did you just call it a Woodcock nibble? Meanwhile in front, Vlad right up the rear right now of Kev Elliott. Kev Elliott defending on the inside, and the Audi's still going to force their way through. They're going to keep to the inside. But is it going to be enough to keep the JAS car behind? It is just. Gave him a car width of room to work on that one, and he made it work really, really well. Let's see if we can get another replay of that just there. So Kev with a car width on the inside, and the Audi still went for it. Left plenty of space, and despite the exit out the corner being quite strong for Kev, not enough to get a return move done on those just there. Just wondering if I can get that Stephen Walker pass on Woodcock earlier. Yes, we can. Let's quickly watch this. So the yellow and blue Napa car of Stephen Walker behind just throws it on the inside, keeps it stuck on the inside as well, and beautiful pass, absolutely brilliantly done. But there's a fight up here for second place. It's a drag race to the line. Stefanina in the red, the Italian versus the Swede in the white, purple and blue SRG car. And it looks like Stefanina gets in front up a place, and this is Augustin's for the taking in front, just coming off your screen. Well, behind Stephen Walker and Tom Woodcock, As Guitar Guy says, the Woodcock Nibble now in a store near you to practice your... I'm not repeating the rest of that. Evan Kiso, Juri Laakkonen and Pavel all fighting it out just there. The trio of cars waiting for the other one to make a mistake. And there's a bit more single file in this one, a lot less cutthroat racing. Go a little bit further back, we've got Carl Hardy chasing down Paul Hurley, with the Kaiser closing in quickly behind.
Travel back.
And we've got another overtake we've just missed out on just there.
I'll try.
Oh, there's something going on behind. There's a few people going off the track, and looks like we're getting an overrun here. Get to the chopper into the corkscrew. Nice turn from the car. Oh no, I think the car in blue. Not on the throttle soon enough there, and that would have been Kiso. Not quite getting off there quick enough. Let's go back to the Kaiser right now. Making their way around, and that's a really good run on the Pure Sims car. They're going to be defending on the inside.
To figure out how to drive it.
And look at that. Oh wow, beautifully done. I mean, the Pure Sims car has the inside, but the SRG is definitely going to be looking at getting another move done there. Let's see what happens. It's up at the top of your screen. Ooh, a little bit of swerving about just there, but I think it was just a case of Ben expected Carl to be somebody else, somewhere else there, and having to quickly do some evasive maneuver to get through. So far, Daniel Augustin in the lead at the moment, but the battle for second place is between Audi and Honda. Just bear in mind that it's a Lantra in the lead right now, with an Audi and a Honda right behind, and this could go all the way up into the corkscrew. They were going to be side by side. Johansson's going to take a wider line to get a quicker exit. I tell you what, that could be enough. And Stefanina. And so there's a bit of drama behind, but Stefanina...
Right, you can take it any way you like.
Oh! And Stefanina now has a slowdown. Is he going to do the same as Johansson here and take the inside line? Don't think he is. He's just going to go into that a little bit slower. Johansson's...
To be fair, he just walks across the king into some.
And Stefanina still has that slowdown and will have to let Johansson through.
Oh well.
Still has it, and there he goes. He's finally managed to serve it. Something happened a little bit further behind.
Maybe two if he has damage.
So something happened with Leonhardt, so this might be it. Let's have a quick look. So yeah, it is Schneider going off the circuit. Coming back on the circuit. There's apparently something that happens here. We've got to try and find it because it's not registering as a crash here. Got the fast kink going up ahead. If they've gone 2x2, this is a dangerous place to go 2x2. We saw the last race what happens, and just the number 10 taken out by the 13. This allows the Lord to go through and take the pass. I want to check this out from the chopper view because I have a feeling that the car number 10, which is in front of here, may have turned in. Let's have a quick look. Maybe both could have left a little bit more space. Should there have been any need to try the move there anyway in the first place? I'll leave that up to you lot to make the decision on that one. So Johansson in second place with car on camera right now. Andrea Stefanina in third place. We have Tom Woodcock in fourth and Stephen Walker over a second behind now in the lone Veloster. This is where the action is now though. Wow, they're a lot closer than I thought. And right now everyone's sort of second guessing where each other is going. It is Adet holding up the rest, but well within his rights to do so. Some good defending. We already know Kev is very good at defending. I know from myself for years racing with Kev as well on with other leagues, but Kev leaving a bit of a gap open just there, but it manages to give himself a really strong exit. It's Paul Hurley just behind, and the battle here is between Kaiser, Hardy, and just behind Fraser Geraghty as well. All of them testing each other. Look at that, great racing from all. And Carl has already had an incident with somebody in this corner already. Backs out this time and goes for a stronger exit. Isn't able to do it. And now Fraser behind could be tempted to go for a little move on the inside. Or is he going to hang back and just let Carl, as the supposedly quicker driver, get through and maybe try and get something on Kaiser? Well, Stephen Walker at the moment with the fixed strength of field race winner Pavel just behind. We are halfway through the race officially, lap number 8. Fernandez in front with Johansson and Stefanina occupying the top 3 spots. We've got Jura Larkin right now. If Jura makes a mistake at all, he's also got Evan and Vladislav right behind. Big Vlad with a lot of support in the chat right now. But there in the background you can see it. It's Kev Eilert and his merry men. Kev will be hoping that Paul Hurley can potentially hold up the rest or get into fights. Give Kev a chance to get away as quick as possible. You know Ben Kaiser is not going to roll with that and try and get past Paul as quick as possible. Ben will believe that he's a lot quicker than the rest. Got a few more who are going off the track in the background, but I'll be keeping on watching those times to see if any of the fights happen. Until then, this is where the action's at. It does seem that Kev Eilert is slowly getting away from Paul Hurley. Nearly a second. And the 4 behind Kev are just... This is going to be a battle which will last right until the very, very end. Kaiser, we already know, is very, very good through that penultimate corner. As we go into the final one here, is there going to be a chance at a dive? Not this time. Carl Hardy right behind Ben. And Fraser Geraghty just tagging along, waiting for someone to make a mistake so they can get a freebie. Oh, a bit of a weave just there from Kev in front. Trying to get rid of the slipstream from Paul Hurley, but these are front wheel drive motors. You don't want to be weaving too much because you're just going to end up scrubbing a lot more speed off your cars than if you're in a Ferrari GT3 or prototype. Everything happens through the front wheels in these front wheel drive vehicles, so you don't want to put those tyres into stress too much. Speaking about stress right now, Andrea Stefanina is going to be looking at getting as close as possible to the white and purple car of David Johansson. SRG coming off a pretty good Nürburgring 24 over the weekend. I'm not quite sure where they finished. Maybe someone in chat can enlighten me on that. I have a feeling it was top 4, but I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. And watch me be completely wrong on that one. Oh, and if things are about to get spicy, is Kev Elliott right at the front has a slowdown. And is slowing down at one of the quickest parts of the circuit. That little yellow icon at the end of the scoreboard means that he has to find some way to get rid of this slowdown. And the SRG car has the inside. It's going to be another drag race to the finish. Carl's going to probably end up pushing Paul Hurley round. Kev gets away with it, some would say on that one, but Paul Hurley right now has an SRG car on the inside that will find that gap. And oh, a little bit of bumping from behind there. And Carl makes a mistake of hitting up the rear of Paul, and that allows Fraser a chance to get an overtake done on the outside. Oh, apparently Carl has a bit of damage then. Wheel damage or more? Not enough for a meatball flag, but it's definitely going to be
A little bit.
little bit of nibblage from Ben, boy. Apparently.
I think I just had to brake extra hard just to basically get round the corner. I didn't judge it very well.
So that means Ben Kaiser versus Kev Eilert is going to be happening. It's going to be happening within the next lap, I think. Having a look ahead, and Evan Kiso at the moment has Big Vlad behind. It's Audi versus Audi. coming up to minute number 15. The leader is already past the line for lap number 11. Is Fernandez in the lead. Once again with Johansson and Stefanina in second and third. Whilst these lot are getting closer and closer. Garrity getting as close as possible to Hurley in front. Everyone's seemingly quite matched on pace at the moment. I think the strength of field for this one was what, 4.3k? I think we saw it as. Let's have a quick look at the top of the screen. 4.2k at the top. This strength of field race. If you lot in chat right now are enjoying watching these TCRs race, then get yourself on the track itself. Like, get a TCR. I'd recommend a new Audi or the Elantra to begin with. Get yourself on to the fixed and open races. There's going to be some elbows out action, but learn how to drive the front wheel drive. Don't stress out the front wheels too much, and go out there and have some of the best fun that the iRacing service has to offer. Let's get on board with Fraser Garrity right now, chasing down Paul Hurley. You can see in front as well Kev Aylett and Ben Kaiser. Oh, that's going to be a slight dive from inside from Fraser. To be honest, he's done enough to put Paul off and have him not choose the quickest line through the corner, but because he's let him go at the same time. Oh, and Fraser nearly completely cutting that corner too much. A quick adjustment at the end there stopped him from getting a slowdown there, and that's allowed Paul Hurley to get a precious half-second gap just there, and a little bit of breathing room as well. In front, Kev Aylett at the moment has the Kyler sniffing around the rear. Oh, he's getting so close to just sticking a wheel in. He's trying his best to just be a nuisance in Kev's mirror. Try and get Kev to make a mistake. Get Kev driving in his mirrors rather than what's in front of him. Potentially miss a braking point. And unfortunately for Ben, Kev's going to be Kev's going to be a pretty difficult one to get past, but Ben at the moment following the car in front rather than his own line. Both of them driving off the circuit there. If Ben was just a bit cleaner through that last corner, that could have been a real amount of trouble for Kev, but instead Ben is still staring at the back of that JAS car. So far so good for this 10th place. Also a fight here between Pavel, your fixed race winner today, and Stephen Walker, and just behind, these two will just not stay out of each other's hair. It's the closest battle, second closest battle on the grid at the moment, because Stephen Walker is losing ground every single lap to Pavel. Best lap of the race so far is a 1:27.39, and that is by your race leader right now, Daniel Augustin, the Sausage Fernandez. SRG's TCR teams finished 4th in second split and 5th in third split. That's a great result. Oh, brilliant stuff. Thank you, Squirrel. Appreciate that. Brilliant stuff. Some close fighting. I don't know where I want to go next for the fight. We're going to go here between Kiso and Vlad. A lot of off-track just there. What about Kaiser behind? Kaiser still chasing round Kev Aylett. If Kev ends up getting a lot of sand just there, he doesn't. There's a slowdown for Stephen Walker meanwhile, who's getting chasing down by Pavel. He might let Pavel go through, and he does. Serves that slowdown sooner rather than later. And we are on the final lap of the race. Fernandez goes through, and now the fight for second place hots up as Paul Hurley now is going to be taking a slowdown. Potentially Fraser Garrity getting past. He doesn't. Oh no, that'd be Kaiser getting past. No, Kaiser's already passed. Jay, what are you even on about? I don't know. I'll ask my other personality. Final lap for now, and Fernandez is in the lead, less than 2 seconds. These two behind are not catching up, but Johansson now has to keep this as smooth as possible Well, Stefanina is going to gobble him straight up. Stefanina right now. See how quick he gets through this corner. This could be very important. And he's gone into the kitty litter. Don't think there's going to be a chance to get a dive done here. No, looks like we're not going to get one. Meanwhile, Stephen Walker fighting against Pavel. Pavel's going to be defending that inside line. Has to yield and give the space. And Stephen Walker on a late dive into the corkscrew. He's made the breaking point. A little bit of door bang in there, but it still carries on. It's going to go into Rainy Curve. And I think Pavel's just got in as Stephen Walker could get a last minute dive into here. But Stefanina's going to get the win. With Johansson in second and Stefanina in third place. Just watching this right now. Are we going to get an up and under? Potentially.
Not fun.
Get onto the chopper and the straight is just not long enough.
Fun, mate, at the end there.
Yeah, good race. Shame you had to slow down.
But we've still got a few more races going on behind. Kaiser looking at a drag race here, but it's not going to be enough. JAS car goes through, but Augustin gets the win with Johansson right here in second. A flash of the lights from Stephen Walker. A flash of lights from Johansson. But GG's from all the drivers around. Good stuff.
Well done, Ben. That was really good.
Quickly go refresh the paints just in case people here have there's more SRG cars than I realised on the grid. Everyone making their way through. But congratulations, Fernandez, grabbing the win there. And there we go, Leonhard towards the end, still finishing off their instant early in the race. That's someone crashing straight into a wall somewhere. Oh, can't park there, mate. However, fantastic impression of Pierre Gasly. So the final classification for the TCR Virtual Challenge Open. Daniel Augustin the Sausage Fernandez gets the win, 1.8 seconds away from the battle in Johansson and Stefanina getting second and third place respectively. Tom Woodcock gets the fourth, just in front of Pavel and Stephen, both having their own epic battle towards the end in fifth and sixth. Jura Lackton, quite quiet that race, I will admit. Himself not really getting much screen time there, not as much as the two behind him, Vlad and Evan, grabbing the 8th and 9th. Kev Aylett, Ben Kaiser, Paul Hurley, Fraser Garrity, Kyle Hardy, all having their own epic battle all the way from 10th place to 14th. Schneider gets 15th with the Lord in 16th. Then Alexander props up the table in 17th place after their earlier incident. Stephen is quite quick in that shitbox. He absolutely is. Absolutely. I'll tell you what, it's nice to have a racing week during the strength of field races without a controversial moment just completely overshadowing the entire broadcast. However, there were 1 or 2 crashes during that race. I'm just seeing if my eye overlay will give me a better representation than a SDK does. In fact, it does. Well, kind of. Had an incident towards the top with Kyle Hardy. And it was a slight bit of a spin at the start. Something going on behind as well, but don't worry too much about that one. The car number 9 going in with a slight... Oh, it's Evan. Evan was the other SRG car. Evan there going for a move on the inside. And then we had the bigger incident here, if I can find where it is. Where's it gone? Yeah, it was Leonhardt, and that was 8 minutes into the second race, so that would have been lap 2, lap 3. Having a quick look through to see if I can find whereabouts that is. It's not telling me. gone. Is it this one? Oh, yeah, there was this one. I think. No, that was right at the beginning. It's not that one. That was right at the beginning. Ah. I think it's this one, but we might have to watch a fair bit here. Or we can just watch it from this one instead. Yeah, so this one I'll need to... I think the car on the outside turned in a little bit too soon there. Just because it's not a suitable place to do an overtake doesn't mean that in a race condition someone is not going to try and overtake there anyway. Yeah, I feel, to be honest, a little bit more room could have been given, but I'm not a steward. It's not up to me to... It's not in my place to say what is and isn't wrong. I can only give slight opinions on that. If you no longer go for a gap, you know, yeah, but that's for like high IQ Formula 1 drivers, not us simple people on iRacing. Yeah, I just feel the number 10 turns. Yeah, number 10 turns as if the 13's not even there anyway. And there would have been a radio call saying that there's someone by the side of you. You can take the outside line of that corner. And because you'll have the outside line, you'll stop the 13 from being able to use all of their momentum to go across. The 13 will have to slow down on the corner exit as they're going uphill, which will massively slow them down going up. And Charlie probably could have caught them just there, just by forcing them onto the inside line, maybe. That quote has been turned into "I'm going for a gap that's closing." Yeah, it's one of my most hated laps, in all honesty. But laps, quotes. I was scared of turning that last corkscrew, but thank God we made it out alive. Yeah, there's some really good fighting, especially around Kev, Ben, Paul, Fraser, and Carl as well. They just all gave each other enough room towards the end of the race. Look at all the crap being flown off that car there. Amazing. Thank you again to Backfire Simsport TV for allowing me to use the SDK. And if you enjoyed the commentary like that, then I highly recommend that you all check out BSTV, because imagine 40 touring cars around this circuit tomorrow. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. I'll put a link in YouTube as well. Make sure you subscribe to their channel. Also, get yourself over to the TCR cord. The TCR cord will be the one-stop place you need to go for all stuff iRacing TCR. But yes, I'll be live on the Backfire Simsport TV channel tomorrow with Pete as we commentate 40 TCRs going around this circuit. A lot of the names you've seen on track tonight will be in that session, as well as a lot of people who are in this chat too. I'll be live on this channel on both Twitch and YouTube on Thursday as we carry on with the Apex Racing League's TCR British Touring Car. That's going to be insane as it's Brands Hatch Indy. What's the worst that could happen? Friday, it's some stuff on Twitch. Saturday, I am PC on this channel and YouTube, or this channel and Twitch. I am PC around Laguna Seca with GT4 and TCR. I could see another TCR winning that one, to be honest. One thing's for sure, the Andretti hairpin is going to be absolutely murderous for all the GT4s and TCR going through it. And let's not even get started on the corner before corkscrew. Let's not even get started what that's going to be like on Saturday. Sunday, I'll be live on Twitch for something else, and then I'm going to be taking a couple of days off the following week, because I'm streaming every day this week. Every day. That's fine. It's fine. If you have Amazon Prime, get it converted to a Twitch Prime. Use it on me on the Twitch side, because I need money. or you could become a channel member on the YouTube side. It's anything I make from YouTube, anything I make from Twitch, primarily goes straight back into iRacing to do more content, to do practice sessions that open every Monday for anybody to join and get ready for the next week's track, as well as if I ever go back into doing my own community racing. Speaking of, week 13, the TCR showdown will be back on the Saturday of week 13. What track is it going to be? I have a feeling it's going to be Alton Park, but we'll wait until the official schedules are a little bit closer to see what happens with that one. But anyway, thank you for all the subscriptions on YouTube. Thank you for putting a thumbs up on YouTube as well. Twitch side, thank you for everything tonight. There's a few resubs in there. There's a couple of follows there too. We're going to finish there for tonight. So thank you all. Once again, get in the TCR core Discord if you have iRacing and have a TCR. The European Strength of Fields are at this time every single Tuesday. I want to get American Strength of Field and Oceania, Asia Strength of Fields done as well. But let's get in the TCR cord and get that sorted. I won't be able to do commentary for it, but if you lot have a Strength of Field for your time zone, I would love to help you lot out as much as possible to make that a reality. Right, everybody say goodbye to YouTube, and then we'll have an extra 10-20 seconds on the Twitch side to find out how we're going to raid. But bye YouTube, hit the thumbs up. There we go, nearly 200 views.